Good afternoon, friends. Many people assume that negotiation is primarily done in a salary scenario or when haggling over the price of a car, house, or other goods and services. However, the most effective leaders understand and use negotiation skill on a routine basis on almost every issue. So today, my friends, I'll be talking on have alternatives to get an edge in negotiation. All the senior leaders, they negotiate everything from strategy to corporate restructuring, and mid-level leaders must manage projects, tasks and people only by negotiations. All these activities requires negotiations, and the better the leaders are at it, the more value they can reap from for their institution or the company or for themselves. Well, negotiation skills can help leader maximize the value of agreements with suppliers, partner companies, and whomsoever they are negotiating with. These negotiations are often the toughest because relationships really matter here. If you hard bargain with your colleagues on a daily basis, my friends, resentment tends to build up, leading to less information flow and less innovative and less fun. So, one has to be careful and learn the art of skill of negotiations. What is negotiation? You see, the term negotiation has gotten a bad rap because people view it as an either or scenario. In other words, for one party to win, the other party has to lose. Negotiation, my friend, does not have to be an adversarial game. A successful negotiation tends to result with the parties collaboratively solving their problems with their differences. Leaders will arrive at better outcomes if they work together, side by side, and jointly seek to satisfy their shared and differing interests. You must measure the outcome of your negotiation, and there are certain considerations while you are measuring. You see, this negotiations it should meet our interest and their interest. It's better than a walkaway alternative. It should be the best possible available option. Both should feel fair and legitimate. It should include clear, realistic, and operational commitments. Addresses each side's emotional concern for appreciation, autonomy, status, and affiliation. My friends, you should always prepare before you're going for any kinds of negotiation. Preparation is key to success in any area, and negotiation is certainly not an exception. Before walking into any negotiations, analyze what your interests are and what the interest of the other side might be. The more you can understand the other side, the better equipped you will be to create options that results in mutual gain. Evaluating your walkaway alternatives. What happens if you don't get a deal? The solution is to strengthen the walkaway alternatives. Plan your flow of a conversation. Often I feel it is best to start with smoothing, then to discuss with each other's interest and motivations for working together, then to brainstorm options, and then satisfy each of your interests. By fostering constructive dialogues, agenda can from derailing. Consider your ways to build better relations with each other sides after the negotiation. There are certain concerns that deeply affect working relationships. You see, that appreciation, autonomy, affiliation, status, and role. When you address these factors, you are more likely to create positive emotions which are essential to good. Sorry for interruption, there was a little bad connectivity. Consider what I was telling. Consider your way to build a better relationship with other side. When you address these factors, you are more likely to create positive emotions. A good negotiator, you see, he appreciates the other side's perspective. He allows them a reasonable degree of autonomy to make their own decisions. Affiliation with them. A good negotiator always respects the status of the people involved. He always invites them to play a fulfilling role in a problem as a problem solver. My friends, to find out the advantages, you need to first define the goals you need to achieve through the discussions. Be clear on the compromises you are willing to make. Plan ahead. Plan ahead, I said. Before entering into negotiations, do your groundwork. Gather information. Define your objectives. My friends, it is better to present your toughest stand at the beginning and present in a well-defined, logical manner. Listen and understand carefully to what the other side is saying. Clarify all your doubts. Ensure you get across your point clearly. Trust has to extend even after signing the agreement. Project your company's institution interest, not your own. Be prepared to make compromises or concessions. Be ready with a list of alternatives to counter disagreements. My friends, have the freedom to walk out of it if it is not agreeable. Reconfirm the terms after the reaching the agreement verbally, and then on a formal written document containing deadlines for the different terms of the contract. At all time during the negotiations, my friend, be calm and cool and collected. Do not display any emotion that indicate excitement, anger, and disappointment. Try this step.